They could have continued them for decades, and I would have probably watched. Or like, I'm not a fan of Dos Equis, but like, I'm sure that if somebody was also a beer lover, then they would buy it. Stay thirsty, my friends. Yeah, like they had the catchphrase, they had the guy, they had the structure. They just had to keep like implementing, like find new words to fit the catchphrase. He could speak French in Russian. Even his enemies listed him as their emergency contact. He once had an awkward moment just to see how it feels. Yes, he could speak French in Russian. You have to take a moment to understand like what that even why that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think his name was Jonathan something something. I don't know. Yeah. I was gonna say I'll be the first chess player doing beer, but then Hikaru did like Stella Artois. All right, chat. So we're gonna do the Stella Artois Rieki Andy now. It's Stella Artois Dunkin' Donut Hour. The mouse lip on live stream fails. Road to the juicer live stream Andy. I don't like facing G6 actually. It's annoying. Wait, he's misplaying this. What is this? Wait, what is this line? D5. It's definitely not a move. What the hell is D5? The match score is cut off? Sure, of course I can. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not too interesting right now. Dude, people watch content creators for different reasons. Everybody has their own reason, so it's sort of a speak for yourself kind of thing. How's the flooding in NC? Wait, there's flooding in NC? A favorite translation. I haven't even read Brothers Karamazov in any language. Before you ask for a favorite translation, I haven't read it in English, Russian, any. I haven't read any Dostoevsky. You're way overestimating my literary acumen. I don't know if like not reading Dostoevsky typically elicits groans of disgust and smacking of the lips. Russian literature is too heavy. It's unreadable, basically. Just like the soul. I know, I'm kidding, of course, but I have not worked up the cultural, I don't even know what I'm trying, the cultural what? Actually, the sentence is going nowhere. Let's just drop it. Yeah, Tolstoy sucks. An idiot. Just, ugh. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl. Tolstoy. Oof. What a simpleton. No, I don't like Audible, but I'll check it out at some point. I will remember your words, I promise. I don't like audiobooks, unfortunately. I cannot do audiobooks at all. That's never even a thing I consider. I have to have the feeling of reading it myself, otherwise I feel like I haven't actually read it. And part of the appeal of reading a difficult book is just the thought of having completed it. If that makes sense. If I wrote a book that wasn't a chess book, I would probably read my own audiobook. Okay, so he goes for this line. Yeah, knight d5, queen e8 is always played here. Otherwise, I go c6. I've never actually been up 2-0 against this guy, ever, thus far. Knight e3, knight c7 is the line. Yeah, Count of Monte Cristo is a good movie, but the book is a little too long for my taste. It's like 8 gazillion pages long, to be specific. I think this is the line here, a5, and what came, and I don't remember, of course, knight takes a5, some tactic here. Yes, I can most certainly read Russian. Although I would probably prefer a book like this in English, but either way works. If you send it, I will gladly thank you and pick it up. Yeah, I had a friend who I mentioned Moby Dick to, and he hated it so much. And the reason I remember that is because every time I would mention this book to him, he would let out a really large whale. He had a habit of making bad literary puns, too. Yeah. But then he wouldn't call me by my name, so I was like, stop calling me Ishmael. Let's go bishop f8. I don't remember if that is from Moby Dick, I think. First line. It is all that I have read of this book is the first line. That's all that anyone really ever needs to read. The first line of a book. Always judge a book by its cover. Let's go here. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It's Tale of Two Cities, yeah. Tale of Charlotte and St. Louis. It was the winter of despair. It was the summer of whatever. It was the shut up and play chess, Naroditsky. It was the time of TT bands. Okay, thank you, Brushke. Man, you really love the Brothers Karamazov. I mean, you have quite the affinity for that book, it seems. I'll do my best. I don't think it has ever been mentioned this many times in my stream to date. The Long Walk by Stephen King. I have actually, if that's what you're referring to, it's fairly obscure, but I actually have. It's a short story, I think. Or a small book, yeah, I have read it. It's the randomest thing ever. Well, the A file's clipped? A little bit, yeah. Thanks for noticing. I have read The Stand also, yeah. The Long Walk is about this contest where you have to keep on walking or you get shot. Sounds like Stephen King. Should have maybe taken. D2 wins. Let's challenge OGZ Panda. Alright, fine. We'll keep playing this guy. Let's go knight c3 for variety. I don't think I should have... Actually, no. This is a line, isn't it? I feel like Gukesh played like this. He didn't, but it feels good. It makes me feel good to say that. It makes me feel like I'm playing something better than I'm playing, so... For the sake of this game, Gukesh played this line. Yes, I remember this game. Yes, of course. It's Gukesh versus... Gukesh versus Fulevshitsky from the Tata Steel tournament. Yeah, he won. The player won. Really like what happened in the middle game there in that game. Whew. Some spicy play. Here. I want to go h5 if he allows it. I mean, f4 is not an option. Yeah, my position is not great. Turns out that unless Gukesh had actually played this opening, simply mentioning it does not make it look any better. Sag. Okay, definitely take with a pawn to keep control of the d5 square. This is my only big asset, is the d5 square. Do I want to... Yeah, let's occupy it. This knight is fine for now. Let's go c4, just solidify the knight. I'm okay with the knight being on h2. It's actually pretty nicely placed, controlling g4. Still very flimsy, though. Blech. I will play Freestyle Friday, of course. If I can wake up, I'll play. Why are you assuming that we won't get a Freestyle Friday? I never stream it. I mean, I probably won't stream TTs or Freestyle Fridays for a while, but I will still play. I don't understand why I shouldn't play. I mean... I would say, I mean, you would say, but I don't operate like that. All right, choose a different approach. The thing is, if I say screw them, it actually ends up hurting me because I enjoy these tournaments. So I don't really see the reason in... I'm not even really saying screw them if I'm hurting myself, right? Who am I screwing except myself? I'm basically saying screw myself and then just not playing these tournaments. It's just dumb. Like, just to appear like I'm a tough guy, look at me saying F you and not playing Narodицkий didn't play Title Tuesday. They can't be held anymore. Yeah, it's just not my style. You can be mad about something and still, like, play the tournament at the same time, you know? No, but Hans plays in Title Tuesdays. That's the thing. Which is, in his case, a little bit inconsistent. In my case, I think it wouldn't be. I mean, to claim that, like, something is the incarnation of evil, and then to, like, include the name of its product or its property on the web, you know, on your website is a little bit like, okay, maybe some mixed messaging there. It is well. The only consistent thing is the inconsistency, in other words. Did I mess up? I did, didn't I? Okay, but if he takes, I can maybe go here. No, but okay, this is not... Oh, bishop f8 he played. No, this is a very interesting move, but okay. Okay, let's see if I can use my knights to promote the pawn. Check. Here. King g5, probably. Check. No. There, maybe, first. What is the right arrangement of knights? These knights. Oh, I'm messing up. I mean, it's a draw, right? Yeah, there's no win. All right, move. Whoa, that's a terrible decision. That is one of the worst. This guy thinks that I turned 29 last year, not 99. Damn, he didn't even wait until I had like under 5 seconds. Like, I'm just going straight into this. Damn. Okay, one more. Hans talks out of his ass? Absolutely not. What are you talking about? I've never seen him do that. He's got sources in high places that report truthful information at all times. H3 is not a move that I'm familiar with. He doesn't need to back anything up. I mean, his chess and his words are two entirely different things. Is he really one of the top players? What? Have you checked the rankings? And do you see that he is indeed one of the top players? And do you then question the point of the question? Hmm. Oh, my headphones died. Okay. Hmm. Well, this is at 100%. Nice. Sound. And where is the... Sorry. There we go. That only cost me like 1.5 minutes. No, but fame alone does not bring you success. This is what I'm afraid, doesn't understand. Can't, I don't know. Yeah, I'm losing. Shoot. I feel like he's going to go bishop h7. Okay, gotta play fast, and I need a miracle here. $31.05. It's a nice rating. Oh, wait, I have him blockaded, though. Yeah, let's take with a king. He's gonna try to flag me. No. Crud. So stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that was so bad. Like, I probably was winning, but I just didn't have quite enough time to figure anything out. Was I winning? No, probably not. It's actually a draw? No, this would have been tough to figure out. King d4 here is just a draw. Oh my god. Alright. Fucker. Let's go. One more, and then I'm probably going to stop. It's not been too long, but okay, whatever. Whoops, I mouse slips. Nice. New line in the Alpen. d3. Doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Doesn't look too bad. If I can go g3 and bishop g2, it looks okay. Maybe I'll play it again. I think I got a better position. d4? Yeah, I got a decent position. How do you feel about Hikaru farming IMs for 3,400? Yeah, I mean, it's really easy to do. So that explains why so many people have done it before him. Why it's so easy to score 88 out of 89 or whatever he scored against IMs. Super easy. So, in fact, that's the reason people don't do it, because it's so easy that they don't want to insult, the intelligence of their fans by, performing this futile operation. I do it all the time, yeah, once a week at least. Why does he want to play IMs all day? I mean, he doesn't usually do that, I think. I think he's had kind of a point to prove. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I mean, setting a record on chess.com is kind of meaningful. It's pretty impressive. I mean, depends who you are. I think it's impressive, but you're welcome to make your own decision. There's no right or wrong here, obviously. No, they can't do it. Nepo and Magnus cannot do it. Nepo can't even come close, obviously. He's not as good online as he is over the board. But important according to who? Like, it's a meaningless label to put on this. Yeah, exactly. How many games would Levy beat me out of 100? I mean, we've probably played 100 Blitz games by now. You can probably check. It's, you know, it's hard to say. Yeah, but he beat an IM 33-3 in Bullet. I saw that, yeah, Arash Tahbaz. I do wish, of course, that he played me, but I respect his choice. Well, he hasn't streamed a lot, though, but isn't he sort of in semi-retirement now? He's sort of streaming Title Tuesdays, Freestyle Fridays, and Bullet Brawls, and that's how I see him doing it, I think. That is his sort of semi-retirement. So I can totally see him sustaining that over the course of the next few years. No, it's a valid question. I wouldn't be farming people like that personally, but yeah. But it's not some sort of amoral act to do it online. Like, who cares?